Sister spouses might Kody at some point earthy colored's apology save show? Without a doubt, sister spouses fans have checked out see the earthy colored family go from offering the possibility of polygamy to persuading the crowd it is a joke. As Kody Brown went from being a hovering spouse and father to a man who faults anybody he can, fans got a negative impression for them. In any case, in the event that Kody goes through a progression of contrition, could his activities have the option to rescue the show? Kody and Robyn earthy-colored quest for reclamation. Sister Spouses Season 19 has had an alternate vibe to it. Whether it was the scramble to supplant scenes after post-earthy colored's demise or the creation changing course, the stream has changed. Without a doubt, certain individuals accept tender loving care has changed everything around to uncover Kody and Robyn Brown in their wrongdoings. Yet, others see that Kody and Robyn are having the opportunity to account for themselves more. Unquestionably, nobody is great, so assuming Kody and Robyn tell the truth about their commitment to the family's death, could fans trust them? Assuming Kody apologizes, might it at any point be sufficient to save the show? Could Kody Brown's contrition save show? On Reddit, Sister Spouses fans open a conversation about Kody Brown controlling the storyline. At first, a client brings up Kody's recovery curve. Then, they make sense of they think the direction in Kody's storyline is to be the hero. The client says, considering that unscripted TV isn't generally dedicated to the real world, I think Kody is controlling a storyline. He's pretentious to such an extent that he can't cherish being a reprobate. Christine left a decent man, Donchikno. So I believe he's setting himself up and he's utilizing Robyn and the little girls. Rather than the lowlife, Kody would go through contrition to turn into a rescuer. The client adds, my hypothesis is that he will guarantee he's gotten right with God and that he's seen the light and he's embracing monogamy, realizing that he has an adequate number of children/grandchildren to keep the story moving for that sweet reality check. Like the Duggars managed without the lawful offenses to prevent them from progressing forward. Additionally, the Redditor speculates, he'll guarantee he's a changed man, and that pardoning implies you can't hold any of his past activities against him. He will request a fresh start. Furthermore, with his inner self, he truly figures he can simply prearrange and act his direction through the future episodes as the great father and spouse that he Delulu believes he's forever been. Different fans add their contemplations. After the underlying post, a few other sister spouses said something regarding Kody Brown getting a reclamation circular segment. Since many fans have looked for a really long time, it would be hard to pardon and never revisit regardless of whether Kody gains from the aftermath. He won't ever be redeemable to me. Never. After how he treated his youngsters. I won't ever like him. He went too far to even think about returning. He is adequately hallucinating to figure he can be. The miserable thing about being upset for your activities and, surprisingly, changing your way of behaving is that regularly the harm is now finished and nothing can fix it. Kody and Robyn have proactively caused a great deal of harm, so being sorry won't help. Then, the first banner adds, the thing about reclamation is that it would require contrition saying you were off base and it unfortunately. Kody won't ever really think he was off base, nor will he be grieved. Sister Spouses Review, Kody and Robyn earthy-colored express farewell to polygamy. In a sea for the impending January 5th episode of Sister Spouses, Kody and Robyn Brown are prepared to express farewell to polygamy. Kody has been undeniably more tolerating of his destiny, though Robyn has been reluctant to abandon this way of life. All in all, how does the several more than 10 years continue on from the existence they have fabricated? Continue to peruse for additional subtleties. Kody and Robyn earthy-colored express farewell to polygamy. It has been bound to happen, yet Kody and Robyn Brown are at last expressing farewell to polygamy. The plural family has addressed on the off chance that this was the right way of life for them before they even moved to Flagstaff. They contemplated whether they were getting everything done well and assuming they were committing errors. All the more in this way, a portion of the spouses contemplated whether they were equipped to deal with polygamy. Eventually, they would remain with the expectations that it would improve, yet it didn't. Christine earthy-colored woolly left after Kody pulled out closeness from their marriage. He likewise requested that she regard every last bit of her sister's spouses when he truly implied Robin. This was the tipping point for herself and the second that she called a period of death on the marriage. Janelle Brown needed to pick either her children and Kody, and that was a simple decision. She was content being distant from everyone else, so she didn't want to accommodate. At last, Mary Brown acknowledged she and Kody were finished and she had been utilized as a pawn by Robin to hold the plural family together. The OG3 have new lives, and presently it is simply Robin and Kody as one. He cares very little about finding more spouses and presently believes Robin should acknowledge, particularly with regards to Robin Earthy Colored's job and the relational peculiarities. Frequently depicted as the most loved spouse of Kody Brown, Robin has confronted extreme investigation over her apparent control and abuse of different wives and their youngsters. An as of late surfaced video has reignited these conversations, leaving numerous watchers stunned and incensed at what they see as obvious proof of her remorselessness. The disputable video. The video being referred to purportedly catches a sincere second where Robin's way of behaving toward one more relative is viewed as pompous and cruel. While the specific conditions of the video remain bantered among fans, many concur that it reveals insight into Robin's demeanor, which has been condemned as self-serving and lacking sympathy. In the clasp, Robin is seen addressing one of different spouses or kids in a way fans portrayed as deigning. Her tone and selection of words, as well as her clear negligence for the sensations of those she was tending to, have started shock via online entertainment stages. Fan responses. The backfire was prompt, with fans taking to online gatherings and virtual entertainment to voice their discontent. On Twitter, this video is so difficult to watch. Robin's real nature are appearing, and it's disastrous to perceive how little sympathy she has for anybody yet herself, one fan tweeted. On Reddit, an extensive string analyzing the video arose, with clients discussing whether Robin's way of behaving was demonstrative of well-established issues inside the family. One analyst stated, "She's forever been this way. This isn't new way of behaving, it's simply at last being gotten on camera." Many fans accept this video adds weight to their hypothesis that Robin assumed a critical part in the destruction of the Earthy Colored family's solidarity. An example of conduct? This isn't whenever Robin first has been blamed for brutal or manipulative activities. Throughout the long term, sister spouses watchers have brought up minutes where Robin seemed to focus on her own requirements and those of her kids over the remainder of the family. A few models fans oftentimes refer to include the monetary strain. Robin's emphasis on buying a costly home in Flagstaff, notwithstanding the family's monetary battles, has been a common sensitive area for fans. Many felt her activities were childish and placed superfluous strain on Kody and different spouses. Division among the spouses. Robin is many times seen as the wedge that drove Kody further from his different wives. Her cozy relationship with Kody, joined with her supposed reluctance to think twice about, been seen as a critical consider the breakdown of the family. This recently surfaced video is viewed at this point one more occasion of Robin's absence of thought for other people, further energizing the account that she has added to the family's brokenness. Robin's safeguard. While Robin has not straightforwardly tended to the video, she has safeguarded herself in the past against allegations of bias and control. In a few meetings and episodes, she has communicated feeling misconstrued and unreasonably designated by fans. Robin frequently approaches her activities as being roused by her adoration for her youngsters and her longing to safeguard her loved ones. She has likewise expressed that the difficulties of being in a plural marriage make it challenging to satisfy everybody. Notwithstanding, these safeguards have done close to nothing to influence fans who feel her activities reliably talk stronger than her words. Influence on the Earthy Colored family. The aftermath from Robin's way of behaving, both in this video and all through the series, noticeably affects the Earthy Colored family. As different spouses, including Christine, Janelle, and Mary, have moved away from Kody, many fans property their takeoffs to a limited extent to Robin's impact. Christine, who has been vocal about her purposes behind leaving, has alluded to feeling unsupported and underestimated inside the relational intricacy. While she has not straightforwardly accused Robin, fans frequently draw associations between Christine's battles and Robin's presence. Also, Janelle's developing freedom and Mary's personal separation from the family further highlight the broke condition of the earthy colors. A defining moment for fans. For some fans, this video fills in as a defining moment by the way they view Robyn's part in the family. While some have forever been reproachful of her, other people who were more thoughtful are presently addressing whether Robyn's expectations have at any point been authentic. The video has likewise incited more extensive conversations about the idea of plural marriage and the difficulties it models for keeping up with correspondence and amicability among companions. Fans are approaching sister spouses makers to resolve the issue in later episodes, expecting lucidity and responsibility from Robyn and Kody. Will Robyn answer? At this point, it stays indistinct whether Robyn will answer the kickback. In the event that set of experiences is any sign, she might decide to stay quiet or excuse the analysis as a component of the more extensive difficulties of carrying on with a public life. Notwithstanding, with the video proceeding to course and fans requesting replies, Robyn might confront mounting strain to make sense of her way of behaving. End. The arrival of this video has reignited banters about Robyn Earthy Colored's part in the Earthy Colored family and her effect on their connections. While some might contend that her moves are initiated inappropriately, the mind-boggling reaction from fans proposes that Robyn's apparent savagery has struck a nerve. As the sister spouse's story keeps on unfurling, watchers will without a doubt watch out for Robyn's activities and their ramifications until the end of the family. Whether this second fills in as a reminder for Robyn or further digs in her in discussion is not yet clear.